The Richest Man in Babylon. A story with Chris. Chris was 32 when he stumbled upon a dusty old paperback at a flea market. The golden letters on the cover read, "The Richest Man in Babylon" by George S. Clayson. Intrigued by its promise of ancient wisdom, he bought it for the price of a cup of coffee. That night, sitting under the warm glow of his bedside lamp, Chris opened the book, and what he discovered changed how he thought about money forever. The book transported him to ancient Babylon, a city of great wealth and opportunity. There he met Arkad, the richest man in the city, who wasn't born wealthy but became prosperous through discipline and simple, timeless principles. Chris followed along as Arkad shared his secrets with eager young citizens who wanted to understand how he built his fortune. The first lesson struck Chris immediately: start thy purse to fattening. Arkad taught that every person should keep a part of what they earn, at least 10%, for themselves. It was a simple rule, yet Chris realized he had spent nearly everything he earned for years. He made a quiet promise that night to start paying himself first. As Chris read on, Arkad's second principle spoke directly to his spending habits. Control thy expenditures. The Babylonians, much like people today, often mistook wants for needs. Chris saw himself in their struggles, the small daily indulgences, the unplanned splurges. The lesson was clear: if he didn't manage his outflow, his income would never be enough. Then came the third secret: make thy gold multiply. Arkad explained the power of putting money to work, investing it wisely so that it earns more. Chris had always thought of saving as the end goal, but Arkad showed him that saving is only the beginning. Money that sits idle does not grow. It must be invested with care and wisdom. Finally, Arkad warned of the traps that destroy wealth. Guard thy treasures from loss. Chris realized that easy promises of quick returns often lead to regret. True wealth grows slowly, protected by prudence and knowledge. The richest man in Babylon never gambled his gold on uncertain ventures. He sought the advice of those experienced in profitable trades. By the time Chris closed the book, he felt like he had sat at Arkad's feet. The language of Babylon might have been ancient, but its lessons were timeless. He rose from his chair with a plan. He would save before spending. He would live below his means. He would invest carefully. And he would protect what he built. That night, Chris didn't just finish a book. He began a transformation. For the first time, he understood that wealth wasn't about luck or brilliance. It was about consistent, disciplined action. Babylon may have fallen long ago, but its wisdom had just begun to rebuild his future. Get your copy of The Richest Man in Babylon today and start your journey to wealth and prosperity. Link in the description, and subscribe to the channel for more money inspiration. Thanks for listening.